Have you ever wondered how to create a natural, stimulating environment for your horses on small acreage? In this video, I'll walk you through my quarter-acre Paddock Paradise and show you the incredible benefits of this innovative system. A Paddock Paradise is a unique horse management concept inspired by the natural environment of wild horses. Developed by Jamie Jackson, it mimics the natural habitat to promote movement and prevent things like laminitis. Wild horses tend to naturally travel in tracks or in single file, so we encourage our horses to move as they would in the wild, enhancing their health and happiness. Join me as I show you how I've implemented this system on my own quarter-acre property. Hey everyone, I'm going to do a tour again of the Paddock Paradise horse track system. Here's Ellie. I was out here earlier today dragging the track. I'm just using an ATV and a little chain harrow. But this is what I would consider a mini track. It is running on about a quarter of an acre. So I always see a lot of questions about how you can build a track on a small piece of property and how functional it can be. So I thought I would do another little walkthrough. This has been here almost a year and it's going really well for the animals. We're up here on the top of this rim that goes around this little seasonal pond. It's not much of a hill, but it's enough to have some texture, to provide some texture to the track. So maybe you can kind of tell there's a hill right here. And there's just a little added section of the track right here. There is Casper and Maggie. So again, there's the little added loop here. And it comes back up this little hill back onto the rim around the pond. And just for reference, this is our dry lot. So it's probably about equal size, maybe just a hair smaller than the track. It has our little barn and our hay barn and the water trough there. So we'll finish out this loop. And that is the full loop back where we started. This is the gate entrance that we just walked in. And just to give you a sense of the size of this track, this is the gate I walked in. So this is the little barn. So that's the gate, and this is the end. So our property ends along this fence line here. You might be able to see right there is Maggie, and there's a bit of white behind her. That is Casper on the very back side of the track on that little extension loop. You can see him, that white right there is Casper. So this is the front of the track where we walked in, and the pond, and then there's Casper. So like I said, it is a small track on about a quarter of an acre. It's 1/10 of a mile in length as far as going as a loop. And so yeah, you can definitely make a track in a small space. So the beauty of the track is that it encourages the animals to move more than just being in a wide open pasture, especially a pasture with grass where they just tend to kind of stand and eat all in one spot. So the track gives us different places that they can hang out. I sometimes put hay over here for them to come eat. And I try to sprinkle the hay around in different spots. So rather than a large amount in one area, I'll do a handful along the way or hang up some hay bags and hay nets so that they're kind of forced to walk around to get their food. We'll come down the little hill here and go on this little extension. And the nice thing about this section is there's some saltbrush and other shrubbery kind of pokes through the fence that they can nibble on. This gate here can be closed off. And each lap is about 1/10 of a mile. And I have not tracked these guys yet, but I would like to get a little tracker and see how many miles they're going in a day, especially on such a small track. Some things we include for enrichment are just scattering some branches around, so they may just have to step over them, and they're easy enough to move around so we can drag the track whenever we want to. Other enrichment ideas are just little pieces of treats scattered about. This is just a big log that we put out here that Maggie likes to scratch her belly on. It's perfect size for her. We're going to bring some other ones out of various sizes. But these are just pieces of celery. And it's something safe for Maggie, our laminated miniature horse. And we just scatter them in little spots so she can have something to find. And a couple of other things we're starting to add are just some little brushes. This one's super low for the goats and the pigs, screwed into the trees for them to scratch on. Here's a little bit higher brush, and Margarita here, so she can use that to scratch her itches. Some more enrichment ideas. We got these really squishy treat balls. I'll link to them below. But we got a couple of different kinds. This one's from, it's called a Jolly Hay Ball. I think it came in a 2-pack, and so did these. And you can stuff these full of treats or hay and then hang them up and kind of make it a little bit of a challenge to get the hay out. Or what I like to do is hang Casper's up a lot higher so Maggie can't necessarily reach them, and that way I can put in some tasty hay that isn't necessarily what I want her to eat. And then this one has the smaller holes, so I can put her hay in there, and I often shove in a couple of peanuts just to have her attracted to it. You could also put those celery pieces in there and just get super creative with it. This mimics the wild horse model, where horses tend to just take a few bites and move along. And we like that we can include this water feature to help mimic those behaviors found in the wild. Thanks for joining me on this walkthrough of our Paddock Paradise system. As you've seen, creating a natural, enriching environment for your horses on a small acreage is both achievable and rewarding. By mimicking the natural behavior of wild horses, we provided them with a space where they can roam, forage, and interact just as they would in the wild. This setup not only keeps them healthier, but also happier. We've found that the keys to our success are freedom of movement, proper forage, and most importantly, friendship. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share your own Paddock Paradise experiences or ask any questions below. I can't wait to see you in our next video, and happy horsekeeping.